Something unexpected happened with the Lakers, and not even having LeBron and Luka Doncic on the court was enough to prevent the shock. The team entered the playoffs surrounded by high expectations, but what went down left fans stunned. And yes, some very respected voices in the league are speaking out about what went wrong. To make things even more intense, a recent comment from LeBron drew serious attention and says a lot more than it seems at first glance. And if that wasn't enough, a legend from the Michael Jordan era dropped a take that's setting the internet on fire. Today's video is packed with twists and bold statements. So go ahead and hit that like button, and don't miss a single second of this story. Well, that didn't go the way Lakers fans were hoping. Despite coming into the playoffs with big expectations, the Los Angeles Lakers got bounced early by the Minnesota Timberwolves. And yeah, nobody saw that coming. This was supposed to be a deep run. They had the star power. They had Luka freaking Doncic. But turns out star power alone doesn't win playoff series, especially when the rest of the roster has some glaring holes. After pulling off the blockbuster trade to land Luka, LA lost two major contributors in Anthony Davis and Max Christie. That's a huge hit on both ends of the floor. Sure, you get Luka, a generational offensive weapon, but you also give up the size, defense, and versatility that AD and Christie brought to the table, and it showed. The Lakers were undersized, lacked that physical punch, and Minnesota took full advantage. LeBron and Luka were doing everything they could to carry the load, but when you're rolling out a roster that just doesn't have the legs to hang in a 7-game war, it catches up to you. Bron knows it too. On his latest Mind the Game podcast, he got real about it. He wasn't pointing fingers, just laying it down straight. This game isn't about 2 stars, it's about 5 guys working together, plus the bench, plus chemistry. That's how you win in May and June. LeBron said, "It was never just about me and Luka. There's 8 other guys on the court. That's the kind of perspective that only comes with 20-plus years in the league." He still showed out, putting up 25.4 points, 9 boards, 6 dimes, 2 steals a night, all while clocking over 40 minutes per game. But he's not losing sleep over it, because he knows what it really takes. And right now, the Lakers don't have that. They've got top-end talent, no question, but they need depth, they need grit, they need a team. So now, it's back to the drawing board. The front office has to build smarter. Not just for next season, but for the future. Because having LeBron and Luka is incredible, but without the right support around them, it's just another early exit. What kind of moves do you think the Lakers need to make this offseason to get back on track? What did you think of the Lakers' playoff performance? Was it a lack of depth or too much confidence? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because what's coming next might stir up even more debate. A former NBA champion just made a claim about LeBron that shook up an entire generation of fans. Stacey King is not holding back. The former Bulls big man and 3-time champ alongside Michael Jordan has made it crystal clear. In his eyes, LeBron James is not the GOAT. And he didn't just say it quietly, he slammed the door shut on the whole debate. "What you're doing in 20 years, MJ did in 13, King said, throwing down the gauntlet. "You're not going past Kobe, Kareem, or Wilt. The GOAT conversation is over." Boom. Mic drop. Now, let's be real. LeBron's resume is insane. All-time leading scorer, 4 MVPs, 4 titles, 4 finals MVPs, top 5 all-time in points and assists, and still going strong in year 21. That's generational greatness. But King's point is that accolades alone don't define the GOAT status. It's about dominance, legacy, and, in his opinion, efficiency over longevity. Jordan went 6-0 in the finals. No losses, no Game 7s, just straight-up killer instinct. Kobe? 5 rings, 2 finals MVPs, and a mentality that still gives hoopers chills. Kareem? 6 MVPs, still the most in league history, and 6 titles. Wilt? The dude scored 100 in a single game and averaged 50 for an entire season. It's wild stuff. And while LeBron's finals record sits at 4-6, that stat is always a lightning rod. Some argue it highlights his ability to carry teams that probably had no business being there. Others, like King, see it as a blemish that knocks him a tier below. But here's the twist. Even King admits LeBron's spot on the Mount Rushmore is secure. That's no small praise. It means you're in the top 4 or 5 to ever do it, which is legendary in its own right. He's not saying LeBron's not great. He's just saying he's not the greatest. So the GOAT talk keeps rolling, and everyone's got their guy. For King, it's MJ all day. For others, it's Kobe, Kareem, or maybe even LeBron. And honestly, That debate might never be over, and maybe that's what makes it so much fun. Where do you stand in the GOAT debate? As a Lakers fan, it's tough to watch another year go by with huge names and disappointing results. The front office needs to make smarter decisions. Stacking stars isn't enough if the team doesn't gel. And when it comes to the GOAT debate, everyone has their pick, but what really matters is recognizing the greatness of someone still making history right now. If you want to keep up with every move the Lakers make and stay on top of all the drama shaking up the league, make sure to subscribe to the channel.